Okay, good morning, everyone. So we started operators topic in the last session. So generally, like what are the topics we covered in the operators? So already you know operators of it generally unary operator meaning only one operand. Unary operator meaning only one operand. Only one operand. Here we will use only one operand. Okay, only one operand. Okay, in case of binary operators, here binary meaning two, right? So here we will use two operands. We will use two operands. Okay, here we will use the two operands. Ternary meaning the name itself have the meaning, right? Ternary meaning three, bi meaning two, union meaning single. Union, binary, ternary. Ternary meaning here we will use the three operands. Three operands. Okay, now we have the question, what does it mean by operand? For example, if you want to perform any addition calculation, now generally you will write like this, right? 20, then it should be 30, meaning 10 is the value, this value is called as operand. Okay, plus is the operator. 10 value is called operand, and plus is called symbol. Symbol is called operator. Are you guys clear with my points? Okay, now under the unary operators, so we have the symbols, those are like operator. Okay, and again comes under the binary operators. Binary operators, here we have the examples for the binary operators are arithmetic operators, and next here we have the assignment operators, and next here we have the we can say relational or logical comparison operators. And next here we have the logical operators. And next we have okay, logical operators. And then next after that we have so arithmetic operators, assignment operators, logical operators, and these are the four. So these two operators, these two set of operators, it will return the boolean values. But in case of arithmetic and assignment operators, it will give the return type as the number. Okay, based on the return type. So generally we can categorize under the binary operators. Binary operators meaning here we will use two operands actually. Two operands we will use. Operand meaning value. Okay, one operand meaning we will use one operand, so that is the reason we are calling as the unary operators. And two operands we are using, so that is the reason we are calling the binary operators. And so these already we done the discussion in the last session. We learned about all the operators. We done the discussion about the arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators. Okay, so then after that today we'll discuss about the ternary operator. So ternary operator, how the syntax should be. So here we will use the three operands actually. Three operands. I will take MS Paint. I can explain there itself. I will take MS Paint. Okay, now I will increase the image size. The image size it should be. I put to some size. I'm okay. Fine. Now I will. Okay. So ternary operator, how it should be. I will show you the thing. Ternary operator. So here, how it should be, there you can take the three operands. So generally I will take one example, through that I can explain in a beautiful manner. Int a equal to, I am taking some value is b, and int b equal to, I am taking the value is 20. Now I am taking the condition. The condition is a, I would say, greater than or less than or equal to, here I am using the operator, and b. This is the condition, right? So if the condition is true, then I need to display some message. The message might be any string value. And if the condition should not equal another string, that is no. Okay. So the entire statement, it will return the string format, right? So that is the reason I am storing in some reference variable result equal to, this data type is the string. I am mentioning string, and if I take the SOP statement, inside the SOP statement I will pass this variable. I will pass this variable result. Then finally I can get the, if it is the true, then I can print the S as the result. If it is the false, then I can print no as the result. So generally what will happen in internal process is, now you can assume A is holding the value 10, okay, B is holding the value is 20, and I am using the operator which is greater than. So you can use the common sense now. 10 is greater than, or 10 is greater than 20. No, right? If it is the false, then it should execute this one. If it is the true, then it will execute this one. Three operands we are using. This is one operand, this is the one operand, this is the one operand. Okay, meaning this is the one value, this is the one value, and this is the one value. Okay, so Turner operator also we will use very regular in the real-time scenarios. Very important as well. Okay, the same thing I will do. I will write the program on it, and then I will show you. So instead of s, you can write any. You can pass any string values. We can pass any string value. You can pass any string value. So I will show you the programmatically. You can get the clarity on it. You can go to your file location wherever it is available. You can go there, and then here you can create one file. The file name is text. I'm mentioning the file name is demo ternary operators. Demo ternary operator of .java. I'm opening the file, and the structure you have to follow: public class demo ternary operators. Okay, from here to here, this is the scope of the class, and every execution, every file and every class execution start from the main method, public static void main, and you should use the string as the predefined class, and should mention parenthesis and variable, and from here to here this is the scope of the class. Inside the class, what I am taking, I am initializing two variables, int a equal to some 10, and I would like to take int b equal to some 20, and here I am taking the condition. So what condition I am taking? A greater than or less than equal to 20. Okay, I am mentioning b, and then here I am mentioning question mark, and here I am passing the value, the string value I am passing. Yes, yes, a is less than b, a is less than b. Okay, if the condition is not satisfied, then I need to display one more the value. No, a is not less than b. So like this I am taking the values, and this I want to return in the format of string, right? So that is the reason the entire statement I will store again in some reference variable result, and then this result data type is the string. Okay, now I will take the SOP statement, meaning print statement, system dot out dot, I can say println and here you should take, so final result is, you can mention the can, okay, then you can mention like this. Is clear guys what I did? So I am initializing two variables, and here I am using the ternary operator. Ternary operator meaning three values. So initially we will check the condition. If the condition is okay, then it will execute this one. If the condition is not okay, then it will execute this one. Okay, the same program, I can save the file, and then wherever the file is available, you can go to that file location, cmd. Now somebody is trying to join now. Okay, now compile the file java c test demo operators dot java. Okay, so meaning we made the demo ternary operators, that is the spelling, demo ternary operators. Okay, so java c, and the file name demo ternary operators dot java. This is the file name actually. Now the file has successfully compiled java and then demo ternary operators. Now you can see the final result is yes, a is less than b. Okay, if I made any changes on the code level, now what I will mention, I am greater than equal to b. I am mentioning b, and now you can observe. Again, I am going to the command prompt, and java c, the file has successfully compiled, and then now if you see, no, a is not less than b. Instead of this operator, you can use anything. For example, a double equals to b. If I mention like this, then what you will get? A is holding the value 10, b is holding the value is 20, and which is false, right? If it is false, then it will display this one. Then it will display this one. So here, what you will write? A is not equal to, a is not equal to b. A is not equal to b. So you can write the message like this. So for example, if I save this one, the same thing, you can go there and then you can run the file, and then you can execute the file. If you see, no, a is not equal to b. So like that, we have to use any operator, less than, greater than, double equals to, not equals to, any operator you can use, and you can check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will display initial message. If the condition is not true, then it will display this one. Then it will display this one. This is the scenario we have to understand. Are you guys clear with my clear with ternary operators? Anyone have any questions in this area? Ternary operators. About ternary operators. I hope with this we complete with the three operators actually. So which is basically uh, so we done with, we learned about the unary operators, and we learned about the binary operators in the last session, and we learned about the ternary operators. So after that we have the some miscellaneous operators, So those are like we have the new operator, and next we have what is the purpose of new keyword is, which is used to which is used to create the object, for the classes, create the object for the classes. So I will tell you the demos. The syntax for the object is, the syntax for the object creation for the new is new operator and class name. Here we can mention new, and then for example, if you take the class name, it should be like this. So I will show you. For example, this is the class, and the class name is the demo, and from here to here, this is the scope of the class. If I want to create the object for this class, how could I create? Compulsory, I will use the new operator, and demo. So what will happen? This object got created inside the heap memory. So I explained JVM architecture. JVM architecture has the multiple components. So initially the class code will be stored in the method area and objects will be stored in the heap area. When I create the object for that class, we are allocating the memory in the heap area. We are allocating the memory in the heap area. Okay. So the object got created. This object we cannot directly reuse anywhere. So that is the reason we are storing in some this one in some any other variable. So as of now, the purpose of new operator is which is used to create the object. So when I mention new meaning, so we created the object meaning, creation of object meaning, we are allocating the memory. So here I will write creation of object meaning, creating the object meaning, we are allocating the memory in the JVM. We are allocating the we are allocating memory in the JVM. Memory in the JVM. JVM. So specifically in the heap memory, in the heap area. So these are the points you have to remember in case of new operator. New is the predefined keyword and which is used to create the objects for the classes, and creating object meaning we are allocating memory in the JVM. In the JVM. JVM meaning specifically you can mention heap area. Specifically you can mention heap area. Okay, so this is the syntax. So the class name is the demo, and then we are using the new operator. With the help of new operator, we are creating the object. We are creating the object. So this is the syntax, and this is all about the new operator. So if anyone will ask like what is the purpose of new operator meaning, the purpose of new operator which is used to create the object. So what does it mean by class and what does it mean by object? We will discuss in depth in OOPS concept. Okay. As of now, basically you can try to understand use the operator which is used to create the object. So what does it mean by object? We will discuss at the time of OOPS principles. So this is all about new operator. And after that, so in the last session also, we used the scanner class also, right? So the scanner class is the predefined class. If you want to access any predefined class, you manually should create the object. Through the object only you can access. So last session also we created scanner class. I will show you that one program, for example, demo scanner class dot java. Now you can see here, scanner class is the predefined class. How I am accessing the predefined class? If you see here, I am using the new operator. Wherever you see the new keyword, so that is we are creating the object there itself. We are creating the object, and this object we cannot directly reuse anywhere. Okay, why? Because this is, if you want to reuse anywhere, so it will difficult. So that is the reason. Again, this entire object, again we are storing in sc variable. Okay, the variable name can give anything, and the variable data type is the scanner. Okay, this one we will use in the program. That is the thing. That is the purpose of new operator. Next I can go with other operator, that is dot operator. So dot operator is also very important operator. We'll try to understand about the dot operator. The purpose of dot operator. Okay, the purpose of dot operator, so generally which is used to access the class members, access the class members, class members. So we can class members, what are the class members we have? So we can access variables and methods, constructors, constructors. These all are the class members. We can call two names we have. We can say access or we can say invoke. Two names. If you see the sum books, they will mention access. If you see the sum books, they will mention the invoke. Both meanings are the same. Both meanings are the same. Okay. So dot is the operator which is used to access the class members. What are the class members we have? Variables, methods, constructors. Variables, methods, constructors. Okay, very good. So is there any example? Is there any syntax for the dot? How to use the dot operator? Yes, we have the example. I will show you the example. So for example, if you want to access the, like the same example I will take. For example, if you go with the scanner class, now if you see here, Scanner is the, we have created the object by using a new operator. Again, this object we are storing in the reference variable SC. Now this reference variable is holding number of methods, actually number of methods which is holding. Okay, number of methods which is holding. Now it is containing like might be 30 methods, 40 methods. Among those methods, I am calling the specific method based on my requirement. I am calling the next in method. How I am calling? By using the dot operator. By using the dot operator. Okay, so generally here we have to remember one more point. Normally I will give for basic understanding purpose, I will give one more example. For example, if you want to store some any details, for example one product details you want to store, so generally how will you write the program? So the class name, you can take the class name, access specifier, class keyword, and if you want to write the product details, so the product details might be product price int product price, so some 5000 like that. Okay, 5000. Next, product color, color in the which is in the format of string, string, same product, some color, some color equal to some blue. Next, product descriptions, description also I will take mm, product description, product description about the product, some description I am taking. Okay, here I will write some description. Next, similarly product name, these are the multiple variables the class can contain, right? So these all the variables I will store in single variable. That single variable name you can give anything. Okay, this it can hold all the properties, whatever the properties it is holding, it can hold all the properties. And this is the variable, and this variable hold all the properties, and this variable data type is the product class. Product class, are you guys clear with my point? This is the class actually. Okay, the product is the class, and which is holding the properties. The properties in my case I am taking only three properties. So generally in our real times are the properties might be like more. Okay, not only three, the properties might be more. What I am doing, this all the properties I am storing in one variable. Okay, this is the easy or not? So instead of this file might be available in some location, all the file, all the details I am storing in single variable. Simple way I am storing in single variable. Okay, and this variable data type is the class. This variable data type is the class. Now, so internally, which is holding all the properties, which is holding, we are storing, this is the memory name actually, which is holding all the properties, whatever the properties you have written inside the class, which is holding all the properties. Among those properties, I want to call the specific variables. How can I call? So there you should use dot operator. P dot, you can mention the variable name. You can mention variable name. So that might be the product price, like that you can mention product price, product price. Okay, and if you want to call the method, for example, you have the method like void m1 method, and you can call, how you will call, this will also store here, and it might be having the multiple methods. Among those you want to call the specific method, how you will call p dot m1 method. So this is the process. The purpose of dot operator, which is used to access the class members. The class members are variables, methods, constructors. Variables, methods, constructors. So this is the purpose of dot operator. Okay, that is the purpose of the dot operator. With the help of dot operator, we can access. We are calling the class members. Class members are the variables, methods, and constructors. Okay, this is clear. So that's it about the operators. I hope this is clear. So generally, So if you go with any project, so logical statements, so logical thinking programs are very regular, very frequently you can see. So if you are strong, you have to practice more, you have to spend more time on these concepts. Operators, next conditional statements, conditional statements, and next we have the looping statements. Looping statements. So we have to focus more time, you have to practice. If you are good at these three concepts, then you are strong at logical thinking. If you are strong at logical thinking, then you can easily survive with keeping of 3 years or 4 years of experience. Okay, this is very very important. This is very very important. So these topics, so common if you go with the, if you learn in the Java, so you can in the JavaScript also, so the same topics operators. If you go with the any other language, there we have the HTML language, HTML language also same topics. And if you go with any language, these topics are common. Okay, operators, conditional statements, looping statement, these are the common. So we have to learn. If you learn here, you can manage the JavaScript and you can manage the uh, other languages also. If you go to the Python, so those also, these are the common. So we have to focus more time on it. Okay, so this is all about the operators. So we're done with the operators. Next we'll go with the conditional statements. Okay, conditional statements. What is the purpose of conditional statements? So generally the purpose of conditional statements, we can make the decision based on the condition. We can make the decisions. We can make the decisions based on the condition. Based on the condition. The main purpose of conditional statements, we can make the decisions based on the condition is called conditional statements. And in Java, we have the conditional statements are like first one is the simple if. First one is the simple if. Second one is the if else if. If else. And third one is if else if. Third one is if else if. There is no spaces actually. If else if. Okay. And fourth one is nested if. Fourth one is nested if. And fifth one is switch case. Fifth one is switch case. These are the total five conditional statements we have in Java. These are the total five conditional statements we have in Java. Okay, so I can go with one, so you know you can get the clarity on it. So first we go with the simple if. This is the purpose, the definition for the conditional statements is we can make the decisions based on the conditions. That is clear. Okay, now I will go with the MS Paint and then I can explain there itself. Then you know can get the some clarity on it. So there we have the flow charts. I will show you generally. We are discussing about the simple if. Simple if. What is the syntax for the simple if? Is syntax for the simple if is the keyword, right? If is the predefined keyword. If any keyword, if you observe in the program, all the keywords, all characters should be in the lower case. That is the basic naming standard. Already you know about the naming standards. Okay, fine. Syntax should take the if, and then here inside you should take the condition. Condition. Okay, should take the condition. If the condition is true, the controller go inside. This is the if block. Scope of the if block. Are you guys clear with my point? This is the scope of if block. If block. What is block? Block meaning open curly braces, close curly braces is called block. This is the open curly braces. This is the closed curly braces. Inside the open curly braces and the closed curly braces, we will write our business logic. Now we are discussing about the simple if. Simple if is we can make the decisions only the positive scenario. Okay, only the condition is true, then we can make the decision. If the condition is true, we can make the decision. For example, I will take one example, normal example for you. You purchase one car. Okay, you purchase one car. You can assume this is the car, and so you want to drive your car. You want to drive your car, and then your car have the fuel. You can able to drive, right? So this is the condition. If your car have the fuel, then you can able to drive. If your car not have the fuel, then you not able to drive, right? Not able to drive. So based on the condition, you can make the decisions. Are you guys clear with my point? You have the car. If the car have the fuel, then you can able to successfully can able to drive. If not, you cannot able to drive. So based on the fuel, we are making the decisions. Based on the decisions, we are making the decisions. So similarly, here also, simple if is for only true concern. When the condition is true, then only the controller will go inside and then it will execute the statements. Whatever the business logic we will write here, that business logic will execute. Are you guys clear with my point? Only the true concern. If the condition is true, then only the controller will go inside and it will execute the business logic. It will execute the business logic. This is the some simple example, and we have the car. If the car have the fuel, then you can able to drive the car. If the car not have the fuel, then you cannot able to drive the car. Okay, okay. The same program I can write the program, and then I will show you. Then you know you can get the clarity on it. Mm, okay, I am taking the same folder. I am taking the file which is generally okay. The file name I should mention simple if I am mentioning simple if dot java. Okay, now the basic structure, access specifier, class keyword, and class name. Class name is the simple if. Okay, fine, very good. Now main method, every program will start from the main method. Public static void main. Okay, fine, and you should take the string args. Okay, and from here to here, this is the scope of the main method. Okay, fine. Now actual my requirement is I need to take the condition. If I want to take the condition, so what is the syntax? If is the keyword, you can start with the if, and from here to here, this is the scope of the, this is the syntax. So here you should take the condition. You should take the condition. Okay, here inside we will write the business logic, right? Okay, fine. Now what I will do for condition purpose, you can use operators. Operators int a equal to, for example, I would like to initialize with b, and next I would like to initialize with int b equal to, I would like to initialize with some 20. Okay, here what I'm mentioning, what I will write the condition, a greater than equal to or a less than equal to b. Then you can tell me, so a is holding the value 10 and b is holding the value 20. 10 less than or equal to 20, true or false? Yes, it is true. If it is the true, then we will write inside the business logic. So as of now, I am writing simple statement, that is I am taking system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println. Here I am taking simple, so simple business logic I am writing, which is like yes, the condition is true. Yes, the condition is true. So the dummy message you can mention anything. You can write like this, or else a is less than b, because a is less than b. You can write the dummy message, a is less than b, and then now I am mentioning. This is clear, guys. So not only like this, not only like this, you can take like this also. For example, a is holding the value 10, and here you can mention 50. Here you can mention 50. So anything, whatever the operators we completed, whatever the operators we learned so far, You can use all